Did a lot of traveling. One of my dad's highest values was showing his two daughters the world. So I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia, the youngest of two girls. My dad was a pilot for Delta Airlines, so we lived all of my life, most of my life, near the airport in Atlanta for his job. It was probably a good thing at times for him to be gone for stretches, and then when he was home, we could really enjoy him or go on trips or do some traveling. But being around him for long stretches of time could be very stressful for all of us because of his personality and his intensity. So it probably was a good job for him to have. I think it was a phone call that he told me, no big deal. It was a place on his ear that had not really healed, and they were going to do some surgery and cut off a portion of his ear and try to get it. And that sounded reasonable, and he was definitely not into his looks or vain, so he wasn't worried about what that would look like. He just was worried about, let's just take care of it. So it wasn't really a shocking diagnosis. I think the most shocking was the day I got the phone call from him as I'm sitting in a parking lot at Costco, actually, and he said he had just met with his doctors, and they said there was nothing else they could do. My dad was intense about many things, and that includes his faith, and so he always had a very strong faith. He always loved God, loved Jesus, wanted to instill that in his children and his family. Even when my mom found him the morning after he had died, he was lying on his bed with his Bible open to one of his favorite passages in Psalms. And so, it was really a special moment to know that even at the very end, that was the most important thing to him, and that he wanted to approach heaven having been reading from the scripture. One of the hardest things in dealing with my dad's death is realizing that my kids won't know him, and they were 1 and 3 when he died, and we certainly try to keep his memory alive. We talk about Papa a lot. They have pictures of him and of them with him. They still pray every night for Pop and for Papa, and they ask Jesus to give him a hug for them, and I think it's just made it much more real that he's not gone forever. He's gone from our daily lives, but that he is in heaven and we will see him again. Because he lives, I know that I will see my dad again, and that my children will have a chance to get to know him even better.